The National Weather Service has warned of severe weather in parts of KwaZulu-Natal for tonight. An alert level yellow 2 has since been issued, which means the storms may be accompanied by hail, heavy downpour, strong damaging winds and severe lightning with the potential for damage to vehicles and buildings. The alert level was meant to be valid until 8 p.m. tonight. We are joined by weather forecaster Lulama Pheme for an update on the weather front. Lulama, good evening.
Good evening, Gwen, and good evening to all the listeners.
Thank you so much for coming through to talk to us. I mean, simply, maybe before we get into it, what does this alert mean, the yellow level 2 warning, weather warning?
Thank you, Gwen. What happened is we are issuing our warnings using the impact base. We have moved away from the threshold. What yellow level 2 means, it means high likelihood of rainfall, and the impacts will be minor, meaning the impacts will be more localized, meaning isolated. The flooding that we have issued, it is not going to be for the entire area, but it will be for the isolated areas in the northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. That is Mkhanyakude district municipality.
And so in terms of the expected times of the inclement weather, we said tonight, does it follow out through the night and tomorrow?
It follows out through the night, Gwen, but then it will improve tomorrow. The system is moving eastwards. It is moving out of us by tomorrow.
So
by tomorrow morning. So overnight, our warning still persists.
Will it be localized in those areas that you've mentioned within KwaZulu-Natal, or are we likely going to see it going beyond in the areas of the Eastern Cape and beyond?
It was in the Eastern Cape, that is from last night to this day, meaning to Monday. But then it is improving gradually from the south. And then now it is more over the KZN area, more the Durban area, more the coast and adjacent interior, up to the northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal.
What is the cause, Lulama, of these weather conditions? We've seen severe conditions happening within KwaZulu-Natal. I mean, we're still reeling with the damage that was caused by the floods. But what causes this constantly, specifically in that province?
It is the cut-off low pressure system that we would indicate. What happens is, at upper levels, you've got our weather system, it moves from west to east. And then it happens that there be a disturbance at the upper levels. And then that disturbance becomes more clockwise. It is dragging moisture into itself, and therefore it is causing a lot of rain, especially when it is also accompanied by the surface high ridging in. And then it causes the lot of rain in those areas. And another thing it is that it is a coastline, and then that system, as it is clockwise, it is getting moisture from the coast and putting it inland, and then that causes a lot of rain.
So as things stand now, particularly for the people of KwaZulu-Natal, what is the expectation tonight? You did say that it's level yellow, it's not as severe. In simpler terms, are we just going to have normal rain and strong winds?
No, yellow level 2 does not mean it is not going to be severe. It just says it will be severe, but in localized areas. It's not going to be widespread areas. It is more localized in that northeastern parts of KwaZulu-Natal.
So with that said, what is the message that you're giving to citizens, people that are living in those areas, as we've seen the impact and the damage that these floods and the rain can cause?
The warning that we are giving is that there's going to be flooding, meaning they must not come anywhere near to the low-lying bridges. Because if they will come anywhere near the low-lying bridges in the areas where there is rain, there could be challenges in those areas. There could be loss of lives in those areas. It's not a blanket approach. It's not widespread. It's not to say it is minimal when it is like that, but it's just to say in terms of the areas are not broad areas. It's more localized.
Are we expecting it to be more water, more floods, but are we also looking at strong winds in terms of can people stay indoors and still be safe?
Yes, people must stay indoors mainly because the main thing is the rainfall. Yes, it's accompanied by wind as well, strong winds. But strong winds are not that significant in this condition that we are having right now. But as I've indicated that you've got a low pressure, that low pressure is associated with strong winds as well. But strong winds are not the issue for the warning for tonight. The issue for the warning tonight is disruptive rainfall, which will lead to flooding.
Quickly, are we likely going to see this extending to other provinces, or is it going, from the forecast perspective, localized within KwaZulu-Natal, affected some parts of the Eastern Cape, or are we likely going to see this spread into other provinces?
For South Africa, it is moving out of us. We may have issues over Mozambique and also the coastline of Mozambique. But for us, I'm responsible for South Africa. So for South Africa, it is moving away from tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much, Lulama, for coming through to talk to us with that update. So the people of KwaZulu-Natal need to stay safe, stay indoors, avoid low-lying bridges. If there's water in your area that is at least knee-high, do not go close to it.